This is the combined portfolio update for June and July 2026. We're just going to quickly go over the figures for June. It's been another tiring couple of months. I thought I would have settled into my new job and figured out all my routines by now, but unfortunately I haven't. So for June, in pensions, there was £94,232, ISAs £17,547, which gave a total of approximately £111,779. So it feels like, or it felt like, I'm well into the over the 100k mark, which is really exciting. So that was June. And on to July, I've got me new dashboards set up, so I'm going to scroll through and go through those. So month end 31st of July, we're starting with the data from the main dashboard. And as I've mentioned before, this is one of my favourite metrics to look at, which is the countdown to my target retirement date, which is 30th of September 2032. We've got 2,251 days or 73 months to go. My backup fund is currently sitting at just over £8,000, which is, for me, approximately 7 months worth of expenses, and I'm really happy with that. I've gone back and forth over whether to be more aggressive with that during my probation period. So June I put a lot more money in, but July I didn't, and I'm still undecided, but we'll see how we go next month. But I'm really happy with that. That's a very reassuring figure. And the 7-year bridge fund, as of July, it's now sitting at £18,378, which is approximately 13 months of expenses saved. So I like to think of that as I could actually retire 1 year before my pension access age, and I'll be able to see that in my other dashboards later. But again, that's something that really motivates me, and it's tangible progress that I can see. So the portfolio total for July is £111,859, which is a very small increase from June, but it's still an increase. I did notice a couple of times during July that the markets seemed to go down a bit, but they've clearly bounced back a wee bit by the end of the month, which is good. And then you can see the split here of pensions and ISAs. Pensions is £93,480, and ISAs again the £18,378. And there's the change. The change from June to July is £79.95. So a very small change, but it's still positive rather than negative. And I have several financial goals that I've set for myself for 2026, and these are just a few of them, and you can see how close I am to achieving them. I think the total portfolio goal is £125,000. I'm not really sure if I'm going to hit that one, but we'll see. Dividends, I would like to be getting an average of £25 per month from dividends. So that's getting closer. And then pensions, I think my goal is to have £100,000 in pensions by the end of the year. Again, not really sure I'm going to hit that since I'm not actively contributing to my personal pension. So we'll see. And ISAs, I believe the goal is £25,000. I don't think I'm going to hit that, but we'll see how the markets go. moving on to another one of my favourite dashboards. This is what I call the Freedom 1400, and the 1400 refers to £1,400 per month if that was my monthly expenses. So that's actually more than my current expenses. So it's what I call my buffer expenses figure. So based on the current July month-end figures, and an expenses per month of £1,400, I have just over 13 months or 1 year of expenses saved. The next milestone for that is 14 months, and to get there I need another £1,221 in the portfolio. And based on these figures, when can I retire? I can retire on the 30th of August 2038, which is obviously later than my goal, and that's the point of this metric. So as the portfolio grows, the date will get closer, and it's another fun metric for me to track and stay motivated with. Again, we've got the countdown there for my target retirement date, and comparing that to the affordable freedom date, which is that 30th of August 2038, you can see the difference in time that we've got there. And if I want to get to my target date as opposed to the current affordable freedom date, then I have to bridge a gap of 2,160 days or 71 months. And currently I am just over 15% of the way to my target retirement date. So it doesn't look like I'm very far, but I've only just in the last 6 months started focusing on this bridge fund, and I'm really happy with the progress made so far, and we've still got just over 6 years to go, so this looks good to me. And then we have another version of this Freedom dashboard, and this is the Freedom 1100 dashboard, and £1,100 per month is my actual expenses per month currently. So that's bills, like essential bills, and sort of wants, if you like, you know, like a subscription service, or money I put aside for holidays, gifts, that sort of thing. So it's all of my expenses except for the money I put into investments, basically. So I do acknowledge that I'm very fortunate in my current living situation that my expenses are that low. I'm very grateful for that. It definitely helps. So based on that figure, I currently have over 16 months of expenses saved, or 1.39 years, so getting close to a year and a half's worth of expenses saved. The next milestone is 17 months, and I'm £321 away from that. So based on these figures, when can I retire? 30th of May 2038. So June, July, that's 3 months ahead of the Freedom 1400 dashboard, which of course makes sense. And then again, we've got the target countdown date, the affordable freedom countdown date based on the £1,100 worth of expenses. And then the gap to bridge between those two is 2,068 days or 68 months. And if my expenses were to stay at £1,100, I am 19% of the way to my target retirement date. So that's all really exciting to me. Yeah, good stuff. Another good month. Really enjoying these new dashboards that I've made, helping to track the progress, and looking forward to seeing what August brings. So that's it for this month. Thanks for watching.